Hey, this is Dave coming at you from Southeast Michigan. Figured I'd show you the plumbing we got done over the last couple days. And so in here, we already had this done, but I'll just show you in the basement. This is the sink that comes down. This is the vent that actually vents the toilet over here that we have tied in. So before I go down there though, I'll show you over here what we did. We finished the plumbing to the main wall where it goes out. And then for the last half of the day, I'll show you the tub box that we built here without the tub in it. Kind of see what we did here. Justin came up with a good idea with the template. Instead of just drawing a line around the paper, we just hammer tack the paper down the template, which pretty much comes like this. They tell you what side the drain. Here's the drain side, so that side goes over there. I'm not sure, but I don't think that the tubs are exactly oval, so we make sure that that goes to the side it needs to go. You know, like I said, on the other one it said measure in 2 inches, but on this one we just measured in 1.5 inches because the last one we had to pull the tub back out and it was tight and we had to kind of cut around. But we built the knee wall first, and then we put blocks in here to tie in another wall that goes across there. A lot of block work. We did the Craig jig so we don't split the wood and when we're putting all the blocks in. And then once we did that, we built another wall this way to catch the support close this way. And then last but not least, we took pieces of 2x8 and just traced this. You know, we just cut the angles, got the angles right, cut that, and then we just slap it up in the bottom, draw the line, cut it with the jigsaw. So we got these two done. This is what it looks like without it. And you know, this over time, you know, here's the wall stud on these lines, and you have all of this that's not supported. So that's what that looks like. And while we're getting it all done, we just put screws, one on each side to flush it here, one on this side to flush it there. That way when you're cutting it, it stays in place. And so yeah, and none of this plumbing is done yet. But let me go downstairs and I'll just show you the plumbing that we got done before we started doing the tub platform. I think the last video I did, I'll start from there where we last left off, which is over here. It's a little dark through here. But yeah, we got all this done from the last video, and I think that we were stopped right about here. Since then, these are the two that we picked up from upstairs all the way on the second floor. There's a couple loose ends. I've since bought that 1.5 inches. I just brought it out and did a pipe adapter for a clean out just so I could catch that last support, because you have those pipes coming down. And even though they have straps on the wall going up, you know, we want to make sure that that's set. And right here, it looks to me, we did not, yeah, we have a support right there. And since this is 3 inch, it's a little bit more rigid, so not really a need to put another support there. So then we came along here, got this tied in, keeping the about 3/16 per foot slope, running it through here. And then right here are the two pipes. The one here on this side is the drain for the tub all the way upstairs. Drops in, keeps going. And then this one here is just a future vent that's going to vent this bathroom down here. So the cold air return actually goes up here. So once we get this cold air retied in, because we had to take it down to get access to everything, you won't have access to that vent pipe way up there. So we decided to just bring it down. Justin drilled this hole down here, and we let it sit dry for a minute, because before we start pushing on that, we wanted that fitting to be nice and dried and secured. And then we'll probably end up strapping it there, and then that'll be good. And then for the ejector pump that's eventually going to go here, we just tied this in because you do not want to put a fitting in after the fact. You might have to do a rubber coupling. There'd be not really a way to get a fitting in. Brought it there, we'll eventually cap it there, just strapped it up there, and then so that will eventually take the ejector pump. And then you'll have the vent as well that vents this, and then another vent that goes to the ejector pump. And then we came down through here, and this is the bathroom I showed you upstairs. This is the tub that we tied in right here. And also, the reason why we did this, we have the whole tub assembly all assembled to where the P-trap will glue perfectly into that short pipe. But for now, we're going to rubber coupling it so it isolates the tub from the water test. And then once the water test is done and drained, that'll hook up perfect and just glue right in. And then that one right there, I think you don't really need to clean out there, but I had the Y and I figured I could run that out further this way and have a clean out there. Not that you would need it because you're like within 5 feet of the main drain and you could always snake the tub, but you know, just for options. And this one was a little funky. We had to roll it a little bit with a 22.5 degree there just to catch the toilet. And then coming down, the toilet's vent is that one that I talked about on the right here. So that vents into the main just to get some more vent air there. And then that's the sink coming down into the main. And that was the last of all of the stuff on this whole line. And we came over here. And this is the way it's going to be done here because we brought it really close to the wall. And it's pretty much right up against the wall with the fitting. It'll go out the wall and it's going to pick up another 3-inch that comes over from the master bathroom over there. And so this is as far as we want to go because obviously the slope of this pipe coming down kind of dictates this Y. So that's pretty much what we got done. And when you look down, when you string it, you can see that the main is a perfect line all the way down the house. And that sure is a long ways for some nasty water to travel all the way from the back bathroom. But hey, it has to go somewhere. And then eventually, I lucked out. I kind of planned a lot of these fittings even before I started the plumbing. So I actually had pretty much all the rest of the fittings here just kind of staged on this pallet. I didn't know that a pallet would work as such a nice shelf, but it does. And then all of this will be just picking up the toilet here. We'll pick up this toilet, the vent for the toilet, the left sink of the double vanity, the right sink. It'll come down through here and it's going to go back behind this wall. And then vent for the bathtub, bathroom drain will be here. I think I kind of went redundant. I think I could have used this vent here for both the shower and the tub because the drain's right here. But you know, sometimes when you're doing the venting up there, you don't know how exactly, I didn't know which side, I couldn't remember what side the drain was going to be for the tub. I thought it was going to be over here. So at this point, since you have both vent pipes down here already, you know, you might as well just tie them in and then you're fully vented. And the way I designed the plumbing on this, I don't have any wet vents at all in the system in here. It's all dry vents. Over here, I could have used, like over here is one situation where I kind of, you know, I could have used a little short section of venting, but I figured that if someone's flushing the toilet at the same time they're draining the sink, I could have just put those together and brought one down and then it would be vented here. But in this case now, if the sink is just pouring in and the toilet's being flushed, it's getting separate air pulled in on a dry vent. I mean, the 2-inch would have been fine, but you know, it's like I kept them separate. I had the fittings and it's a little bit more money, but I just tied it in separate. So that pipe will always have full air, even if you were draining a sink and flushing the toilet at the same time. I don't know when you'd ever be doing that, but sometimes crazy things happen in bathrooms, you know? And that's pretty much it. And we'll keep you posted. And it's Wednesday today. We're working Thursday, Friday on the plumbing. And then I think I'm going to another vacancy. So that'll be fun. But once the vacancy's done, we're pretty much going to come right back into plumbing. And then hopefully we can go right into the supply lines. But anyways, that's what we got for you. This is Dave, signing off.